New question, the member from Parkdale High Park.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Premier. Yesterday, we learned that the president of the Union Pearson Express, Kathy Haley, is being fired. Her crime? She did what the Premier ordered her to do. We need a history lesson here. 6 years ago, the Premier, who was then the Minister of Transportation, ordered Metrolinx to take over the UP Express after the private partner dropped out of the project because they knew it wouldn't make any money. Even so, the Premier ordered Metrolinx to implement the same flawed business model. Kathy Haley was hired a year after the Premier made this decision. Why is the Premier not taking any responsibility for her own bad decision?
Minister of Transportation.
Thanks very much, Speaker. I appreciate the member's question. I'm not going to comment on personnel matters specifically to Metrolinx or any other personnel matters. I know that these the questions similar to this one came up yesterday, Speaker, regarding the Union Pearson Express. What I said yesterday stands. I've had the opportunity to speak with Board Chair Rob Pritchard. I've had the opportunity to work with the Board Chair, board members and senior staff at Metrolinx now for close to 2 years. What we are focused on this side of the House, working closely with Metrolinx, is to make sure that we can deliver on the transit progress that the people of the Greater Toronto and Hamilton area expect. That's the mandate that they gave this Premier. That's the mandate that this Premier has given me. I look forward to continuing to work with Metrolinx to make sure that we deliver on our commitments. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Again, back to the Premier. The original private partner knew that the UP Express could not make money as the exclusive boutique express service for the executive class travellers demanded by this Liberal government. When the private partner dropped out in 2010, the Premier, who was then the Minister of Transportation, could have fixed this problem. She could have changed the UP Express into a true public transit service with affordable fares, more stations and more public access. She could have electrified it from the start, Mr. Speaker. This is what the public has always demanded and wanted. Instead, she forced Metrolinx to build what her government wanted. Why must Kathy Haley take the blame for the Premier and this Liberal government's bad decision?
Thanks very much, Premier. One thing I think it's important to note, just a couple of days ago or a few days ago, we announced in time for the March break that we were making the fares for the Union Pearson Express more affordable for people who are visiting this region, for people who live in this region, and preliminary numbers and analysis show that since we have made that change to the fares, that ridership has dramatically increased, Speaker, which I think is good news. In the first half of our question, the member from Parkdale High Park referenced a history lesson. I think it's most important for people watching, people here in this chamber and watching at home, Speaker, to remember that over the last couple of years at least, as this Premier and our government have put forward plans to build the province up through budgets and other initiatives, the NDP in this chamber have consistently voted against and resisted every opportunity to support the transit investments that they claim they so desperately want, Speaker.